I can't.
Oh, my wise one.
It's me.
I could.
Just kidding,
Oh,
guys.
wow. I was really confused.
It's
I
us.
thought I was surrounded by strange
Monks.
acolytes of dark magic here. But it's just Jake and Matt.
Yeah.
Somehow have summoned me onto the Bloom
Yes,
Pod today.
we've summoned the
Oh,
wizard.
it'd be cool if we could edit it. It's like,
Dude, you can. I've been in Final Cut for 6 weeks. You cannot
After Effects
expect me
hooked
to.
up.
You cannot expect me to summon the wise sage.
Andrew, we need the Creative Cloud suite for After Effects so we can summon the wise sage on the podcast.
Oh
Good
man.
use of funds.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, we've already spent too much money on being in content. I think anything else. I think if I ask Andrew for anything else, I'm gonna get fired.
I'm just glad we didn't put the costumes on the company card because that was debated for a second.
Well, if it was for, well, you know, it's fine. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yay.
We're doing Bloom Pod,
Yay.
episode 21. As always, with Matthew DeFazio. Thanks for holding it down for me last week.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
As I was under the weather and still am. So it's
Are
been
you
a week.
serious?
Still under the weather.
Holy smokes. Did you
But
listen to
we're-
the episode?
Yeah, I listened to, well, yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
edited
you
it.
edited
I
it.
edited
You
it,
edited it,
so
yeah.
I didn't listen to it after, but yeah, I mean, I listened to the whole thing. But today we are joined by Steve, the wise one, Steven, wise sage, Kosame, Big
Steve.
Kitty as of recently. Steve
Yeah.
from Bloom Audio. What
Steve
is
from
it?
Bloom
Who is
Audio.
it for? Should I buy it? He goes by many names,
Yes.
Steve, after
Yeah.
21 episodes.
Actually, I think what the funniest name I go by is Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
I watched Andrew's review. You mean Steve's review? Sorry. Anyway, what was the question?
No, I didn't even ask a question. I think I just spewed out all of your many nicknames.
Oh, dude.
Well, thanks for coming on the podcast, Steve. After 21 episodes, you are after all the content overlord, and we are your minions. We are your monks. We are the descendants of the wise
We're not
ones.
descendants.
I like it.
I like it. We're the descendants of Sage. That's
I
what we're
like
doing.
when we say thanks for coming on the podcast. It's like thanks for commuting 12 feet from
Yeah,
me.
Steve actually literally has the closest desk too.
Thank you for taking a walk for 12 feet to join us around this table, this
Well,
tablet.
Yeah.
You know what? It's been 21 episodes now, Bloom Pod, and we finally get the Sage on.
It's almost overdue.
Yeah, it seems a little overdue. We'll start in the podcast. We want to make sure, establish, that this is what we're doing
You want
each
to keep
week.
the
and
identity unique.
Keep
and, not
keep
let
it.
me overrun your. Like I'm overrunning you right now.
Listen, Steve, the episode's about you. You are the guest today. Thank you for doing this with us on your Monday at 11:30. We started late, guys. The end of this
It's
episode.
11:30.
Guys, the end of this episode, we're gonna be hungry. It's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be a hungry pod. So,
I had a big breakfast.
Good for you.
all right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. 3, 2, 1. So Steve is the content overlord of Bloom Audio. Everybody that's watching this knows him from his fabulous reviews that we post just about every Friday. Steve also does like a lot of ad stuff with us and a lot of backdoor unseen website shenanigans that no one else knows how to do. And Steve
He does
essentially
everything.
fixes problems that I don't know are problems that get brought up, and then Steve just ends up doing it. But you've been with Bloom, obviously. You're number one.
Yeah, it's been. We're going on 6 years in February. So
As long as Bloom's been in a company for 6 years.
yeah, so Bloom. I think Andrew put the website up in like May of 2019, and I joined in February of 2020.
Of 2020.
Yeah.
Wild time to join. But I want to start
Real wild. Isn't it?
obviously, we our job and everything about Bloom has to do with music, and without music, obviously we wouldn't be in business, right? And obviously you're a musician. I want to know a little bit about before you were at Bloom, coming into what you were doing for work and what your relationship was with music, or I guess even if you look back at your old listening setups, were you aware of this as a hobby before you started here, or what was the deal?
Yeah, so I guess I sort of. No, I'm totally blanking. No, I've listened to music.
It's just your long forms, editing your
Yeah.
long forms. So
Yeah,
much time in between.
I've been, listening to music my whole life, in various ways. Picked up guitar. Went to piano lessons when I was a kid. Picked up guitar when I was 13. Really kind of clicked with guitar. Learned a number of other instruments just kind of for fun along with that. But in terms of more of the, taking time to set up your setup, that initially started for me with trying to build a home studio to record my own stuff. We ended up recording some demos, a couple of pretty low quality albums that I wish I had the money at that time to have paid somebody that was a professional to help us do that. But, that was being young and in a band, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I know all about it.
I worked from home for 10 years. Before it was cool, basically. I was working remote. And pretty much everybody who works remote and likes music at some point looks into, well, what can I do with my music listening setup?
Right.
Yeah.
Because before I worked from home, my main place to listen to music was on my commute in my car. And so I'd always get, the upgraded
stereo
system in the car, but now it's
Did you have like a big sub in your car?
No, I didn't have that. I had like the factory, like the nicer factory sound system. Started, like our headphones and other places. What are like good budget headphones? What are good powered speakers that I can use with my setup and that kind of thing. So started getting into it a little bit, bought some Grados and some Sennheisers, had like M Audio powered speakers that were pretty good.
Right.
And then
were you working in like your little home DIY home studio? Like that was your desk?
That was basically like my office and also my little DIY studio.
Plus your guitar was right there for when you got bored.
Yes. Yeah, guitar's always right there.
Were you recording while working?
No, I didn't do that.
What was the job you had before Bloom?
I was working for a company called Life Ray doing documentation. I wrote like training materials, manuals, that kind of stuff. And I also did some video content for them.
Really?
Video tutorials and that kind of stuff, yeah.
Were they like posted on YouTube? Or was it just like within the company? Because it was a huge company, right?
Yeah, it wasn't like huge. Some of them were posted on YouTube. I don't know if that's all still there. It might still be findable. I don't know.
Did you know this?
So they found out. I think the ones we posted on YouTube, I didn't voice because a couple of our customers complained, like, I watched the tutorial, but the guy who did the narration sounds evil. And I'm like, okay.
Wait, I think you would have a great narration.
Yeah, you do have a
I think I have a pretty good voice.
Deep,
too,
rich voice.
But yeah, so apparently I sounded evil though, so we got somebody with a bit more of a
someone who sounded more like me.
Yeah, a little bit of a cheerier voice, I guess.
That's so funny. And then, so that's interesting. I mean, you were obviously listening and playing music. So, I mean, I guess the work from home. I think Andrew kind of said the same thing. I forget if he said it on the podcast, but he was saying the same thing that, like, he was working from home and he had, like, I think he had just brought Tulsi home and, like, he had, like, a couple of 2-year-olds, I think, is how that lines up. And he was just like, I need to block out the screaming 2-year-olds and try and get some work done. And that's how he ended up getting into all of it. How did you meet Andrew and get into like you were going to leave your job to work at essentially this startup e-commerce nerdy business that was Bloom?
Yeah, so the previous spring, my company had some big layoffs. I was part of that. I had basically worked in between doing some independent work, like as a contractor, just getting paid by the hour for a couple different places. But I wanted something a little bit more stable. I don't know why I ended up at Bloom in that case. So if
the least stable thing.
Yeah, that's
of all
insane.
time.
During COVID.
Yeah. So if you know Andrew, you know that he loves Bitcoin. He's a Bitcoin true believer.
Yes, he is.
So I was friends with another Bitcoin true believer who had met Andrew. I think they like carpooled to a conference somewhere or something like that.
Yeah.
Got wind, Andrew had started this business, was working like 80-hour weeks, just needed some help to keep things running.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, my guy Steve is looking for
a job,
full-time job.
Yeah.
and he connected us. And I think Andrew and I'm trying to remember if we met at Chipotle first.
That was gonna be my next question. Did
Yeah.
you have like an interview?
Yeah.
Like, what was that even like? Were there any other prospects?
I feel like we met at Chipotle, and then we met again at the office, and he showed me around. The office at that point was like a small rented space with 3 cubicles and then 1 small office, and the office was just filled with all of our stock.
So
Like-
you and Andrew worked out in cubicles, and the only office was like the warehouse.
Andrew worked in the office surrounded by boxes, and then I usually worked in the cubicle, and then the next cubicle was the shipping station, and the third cubicle was like more storage.
Just 2 guys selling headphones.
Yeah. And I used to say when people would call on the phone and we'd talk about like, oh, like, you know, where are you guys? What are you? Like, oh, like we're 2 guys from Jersey in a room full of headphones. So I really
so
like
awesome.
that. I really like that line. Andrew kind of hated it.
Man, come on, man. It's
Andrew's so particular with
I
that
know.
kind of thing.
I think he just didn't want it to seem like
unprofessional.
we were, unprofessional. We were just some kind of fly-by-night operation
Yeah.
that was going to disappear because we're just 2 guys from Jersey in a room full of headphones.
Have you seen the big moving trucks that are 2 guys in a truck? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Like when you're driving around, you know what I'm
No,
talking
actually,
about?
I've never seen that.
yeah.
It's like a, I don't know, I don't want to say mom and pop, but it's a business. It's a moving business, and it's called 2 Guys in a Truck or 2 Dudes in a Truck or something. And the logo is literally the 2 of them in the front of like a big box truck of like moving people. I feel like it's good marketing.
2 men in a truck. The
2 men in a
the
truck.
movers who care.
The movers who care.
Free advertising right now. I'm plugging them.
There you go.
Yep, and thank you to our sponsor, 2
2
Men
Men
in a Truck. Use code Bloom Audio for. Man, when we
Yeah,
get
good
sponsors
website.
on this podcast, well, now we made it.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up.
Yeah,
don't quit
my
your day
hopes are
job.
So, anyway, yeah. So you had I met with Andrew at Chipotle for the first time too. I'm starting to wonder how many of his employees met up with him for the first time to interview for the job at Chipotle. Did you meet up with him at Chipotle?
He told me, he was like, let's go get Chipotle
Oh my
tomorrow. But then he was like, actually scratch that, just come by the office tonight. And so I swung by
Dang.
at like 6:30, walked in, had my resume, everything, and he was in like a hoodie and jeans, and I was like, oh, I was all dressed up, like I had like a dress shirt,
Yeah.
like these plaid dress pants, like dress shoes, like leather jacket, really try to like look nice. He's just like, I could tell he just worked all day and stuff, and he was just like, yeah, so like we'd love to hire you like right here and now. And I was like, okay. I was working at Amazon. I was like, I'll start tomorrow, but I had to go on vacation, so I had to wait until a weekend.
Oh, you had to go on vacation.
I was like, I wanted to be back from vacation so bad. I was so desperate.
I know
for a
you were
job.
so stoked.
I was
I
like-
remember like before that happened, like I remember being at your house on your deck.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
I don't
that.
know if you got the text or if like he responded to you, like you guys have been texting, but you were talking about it.
Yeah,
You're like, because I remember you were at, because like it was springtime, I think.
yeah.
right?
I was. We were just about to go back to.
We were just
Bud's.
about to go back to Bud's, and I don't think I'd been back at Bud's, but you were like, oh yeah, Andrew D, like I'm working, I'm gonna work with him. I remember being so jealous. Like I was like, he made it out of the hood. Like Maddie made it out of Bud's before me.
out the mud.
Because like I was gonna go back to Bud's like within a week or
Yeah.
so. I because it was springtime, so
it
that would have
was
lined
yeah,
up.
Yeah, it was really close.
Oh man, we had fun at Bud's though, man.
No, dude, yeah, it's so much fun.
But yeah. So when you started working at Bloom, like what did Andrew hire you to do? Like
Everything.
those, I know it's like everything, but like I'm curious to know, like, because me and Andrew have like kind of talked about it, but I just like fantasize about like a small cubicle with boxes everywhere, and it's just Sage and Andrew like grinding their butts off. Was it 40 hours a week, or was it more than that, or?
Yeah, so I was basically working full time. I think so it was a little awkward because like 2 weeks in, pandemic hits, and
Yeah, well,
that kind of messed. But essentially,
Kind of messed for you.
the goal was like working full time. I was trying to do a lot of the customer service, running website changes, new product pages, all that kind of stuff. And then I would like do some of the shipping, but usually Andrew still liked to handle the shipping. He was pretty particular about the way.
yeah, that
was
is interesting
done.
that's what like he was doing mostly in the beginning.
He loved it.
Yeah,
He just loves it.
He loved it. I remember when I started, I was a shipper, and we'd work back there, and he was just like, I'm glad I've gotten the opportunity to come back and start shipping again. because I replaced Lauren,
Yeah.
so it was like she was doing most of it, and then he like
Lauren,
He
Josh
loved-
is probably listening to this episode.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
knows.
Lauren.
What's up, Josh? That'd be so freaky. You're listening to a podcast and like randomly.
Yeah, and then obviously I started doing content pretty fast because I had some amount of connected knowledge from home studio and then just sort of the general budget headphone stuff. I was able to get up to speed pretty quickly and start working on content stuff for the website.
Because Andrew was doing a little bit of content stuff before you started, right? There's a
Yeah,
couple
no,
of
his
those
videos. Andrew
They're
had some
still up.
videos, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching one.
And
today.
that was
bunch of those up.
pre-Steve.
That was pre-Steve, yeah.
Wow.
The iFi hip deck at $149 is a steal of the century. It's a sexy price tag at that.
I think the
What was
it?
Andrew's one thumbnail about? Is it the 99 Classics video?
Oh, it might be. The 99 Classics is so nice. That is such a nice video.
I think it might be the first video on Bloom's YouTube. It takes a while to scroll back. What was your first video review that you did? Do you remember?
First video I did?
I'm sorry. Here's the thumbnail. Messy 99 Classics. A comfy, sexy bargain.
A comfy, sexy bargain's a nice title.
It has 1.7K views.
He blew up.
Do you remember what your first video was?
I want to say there was we may have actually removed a couple of really early ones, but there was like a campfire one, like the Vega and the campfire Vega, and the other one that came out alongside that. Maybe like the iFi micro IDSD signature, or the micro IDSD. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Are you?
I'm looking right now. I'm trying to see.
Well, you don't have you in the Headphone Cafe Can Jam Chicago 2022.
Oh yeah, the Headphone Cafe. We tried that. That was basically like the Bloom Pod before there was
Yeah.
Bloom Pod.
Yeah.
It was sort of the goal, but
There's like a lot of videos here, but the problem is you're not in the thumbnails.
I keep it now. Bravo Cupid.
Is it
Yeah,
the
I
micro
think it's-
IDSD?
Yeah, it's probably that micro and IDSD.
It is.
Or the campfire one. Yeah,
It is. Dude, good memory there.
4.6K views. Looks like it did well. 13 comments. Old intro. Just Bloom audio.
Dude,
and
that
white.
old intro, dude. Cue up the old intro music.
Dude, that music was nice.
I'll chop it in now. There's the Sage. There he is on his first video. Yeah, it's nice. I guess we don't have intro music now. I mean,
Yeah, it's
Bloom
just
Pod
different,
obviously has a
yeah.
theme, but yeah, it's funny. Yeah, so you started getting into doing videos, and that was just what it was like early. What was like the goal with like content like early on? Because obviously like everything about Bloom was so like DIY. It was on such a smaller scale like than it is now. Like, what was the idea? Like, was like, because I feel like just now we're starting to get to a point where like there's some really big creators in this space, and like obviously it's like there's a lot of flavors. You know what I mean? But back then, like it couldn't have been as big as it is now.
Yeah, I think it was the main goal of the content was credibility and then like search engine optimization kind of stuff. Where
Yeah.
So somebody's searching for whatever
99
Neo
Classics.
IDSD signature, they're going to find our review and then find us through the review. There's also just a lot of noise to cut through because we were behind headphones.com, Moon Audio, Audio 46, other, sites that have some crossover like the Source AV.
Right.
They're all much more established. So we just needed to constantly be trying to put out content to build more authority for the website. And again, more authority in the community to say, okay, this isn't just like a crappy website some guy put up.
Right.
These are people who actually know and care about the products.
Would
and
your
audio.
videos be like on product pages like they are still now?
Yeah, we did some different things.
I saw
trying
Linsole
to-
actually has like a block of like 9, like a 3x3 like block on their website of like a bunch of James videos. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it makes
I think
sense
that's
for
cool.
that.
Yeah, doing
Yeah.
product
Makes sense
embeds, and then just having the YouTube channel again just to get the name out there. Like
Right.
You
if
didn't want to just be two guys surrounded by a bunch of headphones anymore.
Yeah,
I love that callback.
dude, it was crazy though. Towards the end of that space, like it was the whole room was like you couldn't even walk through there,
Oh my gosh.
and it was
Dude.
just headphones.
How long were you
everywhere.
at that tiny office space
It was
until you got to Lakeview?
It was like a year and I guess overall close to 2 years at least.
Because Scott was in that small office space with you too.
He's
a
when
little
he
bit,
first
yeah.
started, yeah.
And was
so that
Lauren?
Lauren was in that space with us too.
Wow.
So I started in February. We went that whole year, I think, before we hired anybody. And then we had another full year in that space before Scott came on, and then we moved into the Lakeview space. So Andrew was in there like a year before that. So yeah.
Just to be a fly on the
I
wall
know.
in those days, man. I
know.
was freaking doing pools. I'm so bummed. It just sounds so crazy. What was the first busy season like? Obviously, as e-commerce and as a retailer, our busy season is Q4, the holidays. What was your first busy season like with Andrew? Just the two of you guys just slanging IMs.
Yeah, I mean, we just kind of did it. Like, I don't know. I think for Andrew, it was having the second person there, even though it wasn't, even though it was busier than the previous year had been.
Right.
That made a lot of difference in terms of he could be shipping and not doing customer service.
Yeah.
So, I think it more just filled up the space with that day-to-day stuff, the customer service, the shipping and all of that. Yeah.
What was the first hot product that you saw? Because you just said like slinging IEMs, and back then, I mean, you guys didn't even have you just had Campfire and
It was mostly headphones.
Yeah. I mean, so Empire, when we brought on
Empire Ears, yeah,
I felt like that was pretty big.
64.
So the product that we kind of had the exclusive on in the US was that Bravo Cupid.
Oh yeah, dude,
So that was pretty big for us back in the day.
I've never even heard of it.
That thing popped. I remember early on when I started like listening to it on the tail end. That was like a legend. Like Andrew was like, "Oh,
yeah, Andrew,
sit down, son. Pour yourself a drink. We're gonna talk about the Bravo Cupid."
Bravo Cupid.
Pour me a drink.
Yeah, I feel like some of the DACs went, but again, like at that point, we weren't ordering 50 of a product or 100 of a product. We were ordering
like 4?
like a hot product, right? We ordered 10 of.
Yeah, and that was like
5
insane.
of them in the first week, kind of thing. It wasn't the same kind of volume.
Because I was watching that Hip DAC video, and Andrew was like, "We already have like 10 pre-orders," and I remember being like, "Whoa, that's." For back then, when he posted that video, that's probably a big deal. That's probably because he was like, "We'll be shipping them when we get stock of this Saturday." Like, I know he was going into the office like anticipating, like, "Yeah, we got to get these things out at the second they come in." Like,
it must have been so stressful for Andrew too,
dude. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Were you stressed out like your first year at Bloom? Like, okay, like because you had all 3 of your kids by then, right?
Yeah.
So you had 3 young kids, and like, were you like stressed like taking that first year?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He's 8, right?
9.
So yeah, so you've been at Bloom for 6 years. So like, what was that like? Like just like tense moments in the office with just you and AD.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a person who really gets stressed out.
No, really. Steve loses his switch at Can Jam SoCal. Like, yeah, guys, just keep moving. We're good. I'm like, Steve, you lost your switch back there.
Dude, he didn't even. I feel like you didn't even care.
Dude, he didn't even stutter.
I did care, but it was like.
You didn't get stressed. You didn't
get stressed.
Yeah,
we got,
you didn't show it.
We got work. I almost feel like I get less stressed when there's something to do.
Yeah.
When there's work in front of you, it's just like, all right, well, we got to do this.
Yeah.
And then we can worry about like all of the other like stuff that went down in between. I know Andrew was stressed out of his mind half the time, but like,
oh, yeah.
It's so nuts, dude. How did your nickname come to be? I think we might have skipped.
Which one?
I think we might have skipped a couple of years here in the Bloom audio timeline, but I just want to know how your nickname came to be.
Which
one?
I guess your OG nickname is Kosame.
Yeah. So that is actually an OG nickname.
That was your first nickname at Bloom.
No, that's like OG.
Yeah, that predates.
So that
predates Bloom. Like how mine.
Like a lot of my like gamer tags and stuff. It's all Kasame because when I played soccer in high school, I was just Kostas. We were at I don't know where we were. We were on a tournament weekend. We were stopped for food, and somebody saw a box. It was consomme with rice, and they saw it just morphed into the next game we played at the tournament. It was like a consomme turned into Kasame with rice. It was like every time I did something good, it was like with rice.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
then like your Xbox gamer tag was Kasame.
Kasame,
dude, it's a sick game.
It's nice.
It's one of those like,
so nice.
Yeah, that's how it always kind of stuck with me. So
with the Reinhardt profile picture on PlayStation.
PlayStation, that's right.
Dang, now I'm bummed. I'm not friends with Steve on PlayStation.
We gotta be friends on PlayStation.
There you go.
Dude, we can be friends, but I don't play games with anybody. I play Skate 4. I play Fortnite with my brother. I don't even think me and my brother are friends on PlayStation because I think we're just epic friends.
Yeah, it's totally fine. I'll just know when you're there. It's like
You'll know
It's
when I'm there.
comforting.
Yeah,
it is comforting.
yeah.
I
You're
get to see
right,
Sage
you're right.
online, and I'm like, I'm protected.
Yeah.
I'm protected from the online degenerates that will hound me in Madden.
Oh, the Madden degens are bad.
They're so bad.
Wait, I want to. Since you were the first hire at Bloom, was Bloom always a nickname culture like it is now, or did that come to be once you started to have more
I
employees?
think as we started adding, I almost feel like it started with Crink.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you got to think before that. So there was Lauren was here briefly, but it was 3 like professional adults with kids and stuff. You
And
know?
And then the Crank
wasn't.
Revolution.
And which is kind of crazy to think now that it's basically like
Kids.
not. It's like the daycare out there.
It is kind of like a daycare out there a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, seriously though, like you guys are awesome to work with, so
Yeah.
not really. But everybody at Bloom is like 25 and under
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But there was a brief
That's
moment.
not true. I think it's
when
26
Bloom
or 7
like,
and under.
Was like, I was like 39, Scott was 50,
Yeah.
Andrew's like 35 or whatever it was. Like,
Yeah.
it was a bunch of.
And then Crank came on. He was 19, 18.
You weren't even 21 yet.
Yeah, because I had my first drink with you guys.
Yeah, he
we-
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was 20, and then we kind of hired under 25 for a lot.
Yeah, I
and,
must have been like 19.
It's kind of crazy, but I think that kind of brought in the nickname culture a little bit.
So you guys were still just Scott, Steve, and Andrew for a while. And then when
Yeah.
Matt came along, Andrew decided he was going to start calling him Crank.
Yeah. And then Copper. Yeah, because Copper was born
Oh
later.
yeah, Copper was born later. Well, so I think there was a little bit where Scott's son's name was Andrew, so he maybe started with the AD
To differentiate, yeah.
Yeah,
That was confusing at times where Scott would be talking about Andrew and I'm like,
Andrew. But
what?
usually when he would say Andrew, he meant his
Yeah,
son Andrew,
yeah.
not
Yeah.
Andrew,
That's funny.
the founder of Bloom Audio.
yeah.
So then it was Cop, AD, and then you were just Kosame. But then, so then when did Wise Sage start? I feel like when I started, which was only in January, so it was like 8 or 9 months ago, or whatever, or 10 months, I guess. But I like you guys were telling him like he's the wise one on his
Yeah.
mountain.
Yeah.
Go to him with all
The
needs.
transcripts go back in time. I was thinking about this in the shower today, actually, because I knew you were going to ask it. And I was thinking, I think like the earliest recollection I have of calling you Wise Sage was when we were positioned. It was Sierra, you, Scott, me. And I remember like getting in customer service and being like, I must summon the wise one for this question. Like, this is insane. Like, I must go over to the mountain of Kos over there and offer him an energy drink in exchange for wisdom.
For knowledge.
So that's when you became the wise one,
I
because
just, like-
you didn't know how to answer
Yeah.
questions.
I was like, this is superior Google. This was ChatGPT before ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel kind of like ChatGPT.
Dude, you are.
Dude, you are like an infinite
Like
source
what I
of
do,
knowledge in this
I do
hobby.
the same thing ChatGPT does. I just like Google a bunch of things and then like
You
put
summarize
together
it.
an answer.
Yeah.
But you've been doing it long enough to where, like, most of the time you don't have to Google things. Because even, like,
It
I
was
mean,
literally pre ChatGPT that I was asking him questions
Yeah.
like, Steve, I don't know how to assemble this chain. I need your wisdom. Please
Dude,
bestow me.
and
your
even like in
knowledge."
customer service, like especially when I first started, like I would feel so bad. Like I just feel like I was just asking you guys so many questions. I know, like, obviously it comes with it, but at some point it'd be like, all right, well, I know Crank's busy editing a video, and I've asked Marty too many times, and I don't know if Caleb knows the answer either. So I'd have to summon the wise one, and he would come over, and he always knew exactly what was going on, exactly the thing. It's like he is like the GPT of Bloom Audio a little
Yeah.
bit at this point.
It's awesome.
Hopefully I don't hallucinate as much as ChatGPT.
Is ChatGPT hallucinating now?
That's what they call it. You know, like sometimes you ask a question and it like just makes up info. You have
Oh.
to double check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's happened to
They
me
call it like
quite-
a
yeah.
hallucination. Like AI
I wonder how
hallucination.
many times I've blindly trusted ChatGPT and they've given me just dead wrong information.
A lot.
Well, here's what I'll say. A lot of times I think it's right. I think it's right most of the time.
Yeah.
But
In audio, it's bad, dude.
Audio,
it
it's
hallucinates
rough.
a lot because there's been times where I know the answer, but I'm like, curious, like let's see if I can just see what ChatGPT would respond with, and it's like not even close.
Or you just want to you want to double check. You just
check.
want to
Like
make sure.
I want to have
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
security
yeah.
blanket, and I'm like, this isn't even clear. Like this pulled the wrong head fi thread. This this is
Yeah.
terrible.
It's funny when it pulls a head fi thread and it's like, wait, but I guess that's also could be a head fi thing because it's like you're searching on the thread and you're like, well, I can't even find what it's referencing. Like, so maybe it could be a little bit of both. It's good with still like pulling stuff. Like if someone
for
needs
sure.
like warranty
Yeah.
information, it's like so
It'll pull it
easy.
right off the user
Pull
manual.
it right
Yeah,
off the
it's
user
nice,
manual. So it is nice.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
Sage, what was your first? And this is why I said maybe I'm jumping in timelines here, but we talked. I think we did this with James and with Andrew, and we talk a lot about like your first like experience listening to this audiophile grade gear where you like your mind was blown a little bit. Like, did it start at Bloom? Was it before Bloom? Do you remember what headphone or what IM or maybe both where you realized like, oh, like this isn't snake oil, like this is like listening to music for the first time? Like, do you remember what that was?
Yeah, so I think probably like I could obviously appreciate a lot of the stuff pretty fast. I remember like crying listening to man, what was the track? I think I was just listening through album Remedy Lane, Pain of Salvation.
Whoa.
And at some point, yeah, I know somebody out there is gonna love that. But at one point, like I was listening with the Empyrean, I just started crying, and I was like, "Oh man, like this is different.
Yeah.
Like this is just so different."
Pain of Salvation, Remedy Lane, 2002, 13 songs. And you were listening with what? What was it you were listening
Empyrean.
to? Oh, yeah, OG
Empyrean, yeah.
And that was at work? You were
I was
just
at work, yeah.
and you had a moment and you were
I had
like,
a moment.
holy smokes.
Yeah, but at that point I was like in a cubicle by myself too. So it was like,
It's
nobody
like,
could see
yeah.
it. It's like
Yeah.
whatever.
And that was like what was that, like first or second week at Bloom, or was that a little bit into it?
I might have been a little bit into it.
Okay.
Yeah, that I was doing more like getting into better focused listening sessions and stuff like that.
Right.
Getting better at setting up a chain that actually worked well and
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Like
That could drive
like
the
catching like
Empyrean.
the synergy of the gear, not just trying to plug an Empyrean
Yeah.
into a Apple dongle.
Yeah.
Guys, it sounds bad.
Really? Do you have a product that was super hard to review and on the contrary, super easy to review? Like, is there a hardest review and the easiest?
hardest review and easiest review?
Oh, I think I have an idea for hardest review, but I don't even know if I should say it.
Oh.
For him.
Oh, I'm interested.
I'm interested to hear what he has to say.
I'm really having a hard time thinking of some of like examples for that. Like my memory is not good for that sort of thing.
Because you don't even do like it's not even like in the beginning you just had an easy IM to review that's like okay, you know, it's easy drive. Like you were doing like source gear stuff that's like super intricate. I remember
Yeah.
like watching some of your bursts and stuff at the start and just being like, I am
Please.
never going to get to this guy's level ever.
Please.
I was just like looking at him and it like, what is he talking about? Like, what is happening right now?
Yeah. I mean, the technical stuff I feel like is actually easier. A lot of times I feel like that's almost a crutch you can go on to when you're reviewing something and you're like, I don't know what to say about this.
Mhm.
So let's just talk about like, you know, impedance
Specs and-
and
yeah.
specs and the
Yeah.
op amps and whatever else. Like, it doesn't matter what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, hey, check out these red op amps.
Look, they're really good. Trust me.
They're red.
They're
Means
red.
They sound better.
Do you have a favorite review of yours that you've ever done?
Favorite review.
What's your favorite review that you feel most proud of?
I don't
You don't know.
know.
Do you watch your reviews back once they're live?
I usually watch at least like half the review back. Sometimes I like put it on in the car and have it on. I try to like listen and look back, but I don't always.
Yes, watching while driving, my favorite.
I mean, well, like because you get.
Yeah. It's,
Oh, dude, we all do it. No, I'm not making fun of you. It's we all do it. I'm good at it.
Especially when it's
I'm good at it.
primarily the video is it's audio. It's
Yeah.
listening
Yeah.
back. How did I sound? Not like I'm not staring at
Yeah.
them like.
I just go like this. I'm just like this. People are honking at me. I'm like, dude, I'm watching the video.
dude, get
I'm-
out of my way.
I'm
What
trying
are
to
you
send a
doing?
text. Okay, maybe that's sensitive, but
Rear end someone. Officer,
sorry, I was watching
Just watching
Steve's.
You got in my way when I was watching. my
Officer,
video.
Hi-Fi Man came out with 4 new headphones. I had to watch this
I
video.
clear this man of all charges. He is innocent.
I was gonna say, maybe I can Maybe I can just. I have like an explicit thing now where I found a soundbite where I can bleep something out, but I thought it'd be that would have been a hard one to do.
I don't know. I felt like he relatively.
Yeah, I mean, like that one. Well, I don't think that one. Like, I think there's a number of products where I might say this isn't my bag. Like, this is not.
Right.
This wouldn't be my pick.
Yeah.
But I can still find something that, like, I understand why somebody else would pick this one. I understand what there is to like about it. I think that's kind of been a thread for me through all my reviews where, right, some products, I personally love them. Like the PB6, recently I reviewed that.
Yeah, you love it.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, it's great. I want to buy it.
So good.
It's so good. It's easy to just to talk about. Where other products, right, where I might say, okay, like this is cool. I'm not really sure that I love this or I'd want to have this. But that was part of the inspiration from switching to just like that sort of build and design, sound, comparisons, final thoughts format. To that, you know, what is it? Who is it for? Should you buy it? Where you can kind of review it on a subjective level. Like, what is this for? This is tuned in a way that's great for these genres.
Right.
Should you buy it? You know, if you love this, maybe, but like, don't buy it if you're going to listen to hip hop or, you know, whatever else. Like,
that's what we said about, excuse me. That's what we, like, I was like gassing up James a little bit because I love, like, he's in a similar position to us where he works for a retailer, right, and is doing reviews under the retailer with Linsel. But I love how, like, brutally honest he is with, like, products that they're like, but taking it a step further, like, they're manufacturing these products. Like, it's not even just like, oh, we sell this, but like, I'm not a big fan. It's like, it'd be like, no, like, Bloom Audio made this.
Like, he knows some of the guys that tune the items that he's reviewing,
and he's up there like, yeah, this isn't for me. I'm not a big fan of this, but these are the aspects of it. Like, you know what I mean? That's what, like, I feel like that's like, you know, I know we've talked about this before, but it's a weird position for us to be in, to be like, we're selling, and it's not like we're selling, like, you know, cheap stuff, right? I mean, we're selling sometimes flagship headphones or flagship IMs, and it's like, I have to get a review on this, you know, because it's good for the community. Like, we have a community now, and like, people want to hear our thoughts on it, and obviously it's good for the business, but I don't like this headphone. And it's like such a weird spot to be in.
I think it's tough any way you slice it because on the one hand, right, pretty much all the major retailers also have a content arm where we're doing written and YouTube reviews and all of that.
Right.
Whether it's the headphone show, it's us. You know, Moon Audio has a lot of videos out too. Or it's reviewers who are getting free gear from manufacturers. And if you're in a position where you've done this enough that you're generating some income on, it's not just, you know, my hobby. I feel like my hobby depends on me getting free gear from brands to review. It's that my income now is dependent. If you're making, you know, whatever it is, more, like, our channel brings in, like, our revenue is like in the hundreds per month. If you're in the thousands per month of revenue coming in, maybe you're not making a living off of it, but that's still a big deal.
It's sizable.
Right. And so now, are you going to be biased to be too positive on gear
That's making you money,
to make sure that those free review units keep coming in, to make sure you can continue generating revenue? Where it's maybe not until you're at like a, you know, whatever MKBHD, Linus Tech Tips level that you can actually be honest. Because giving a bad review isn't going to affect getting a review unit next time. It doesn't matter. You now have the budget to buy stuff if the brand's not going to send it to you. Where all of us guys at the bottom and in the middle, whether we're working for a store, whether we're an independent reviewer relying on free units from manufacturers and brands, we're still all going to have some benefit to having biased reviews.
Right.
And
I do feel like
we do our best to not be biased, to be honest, but there's still, I think a lot of people say specifically about, like, us as a manufacturer or as a retailer.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's unique to retailers to have a motivation to glaze stuff that doesn't deserve to be glazed.
Yeah, no, literally. And like, yeah, people always be one to be like, well, I got to side with like the independent guy, and it's like you said, like, dude, they have just as much of a bias. Like, there's no,
They have
matter.
the motivation is
It's yeah.
But I think then that's the best way to navigate it. The best way to navigate it is like, okay, well, you know, the elephant in the room is that we bought 25 of these and we want to sell them, right? But like, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, Steve or I or you like the product that you're reviewing. But that's why it's important, like you said, to switch to that format of like, well, you know, this is such a personal hobby. Just because I don't like this IM does not mean that like we shouldn't have bought 25 units and that we're actually doing something dishonest by selling this unit. Not that it's a bad unit objectively, but subjectively, right? Like, this is not for me. And like, so I guess that's the best way to navigate it. But it's a weird world, man, of all the politics and reviewing and I don't know. We've talked before. I think people probably put a little bit too much stock into
For sure.
reviewers and stuff. Like, I mean, we talk about MKBHD, I think, around the office all the time. Like, he's such a big inspiration of mine. But, you know, he says things that, like, even when he reviews stuff, because he doesn't have to be biased. And, like, he might be my favorite YouTuber of all time. I watch every single one of his videos. And he says things I disagree with all the time. But, like, I you know, his quality's good. I generally respect his takes. And so, but I'm not, like, not making decisions or making decisions purchasing wise because of what he says.
Yeah.
I go to him for information for different views on it. You know what I mean? Why'd you make a funny face?
'Cause I think I think a lot more people do make their decisions solely based on reviewers than
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, like than I think we'd think.
Like,
I mean, just being in customer service, I've dealt with dozens of customers that'll just be like, oh, I saw this one review of this product, and that's why I'm not going to buy it because they said they didn't really like it, and I'm like, interesting, like, you know, it's an interesting perspective. I'm not going to fault you, you know, that you haven't been able to try it, but yeah, I would,
that's what's hard about our hobby, though, is that you're not able to try it. So,
well, can Jim? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And there's tons of audio shows too. You're right.
There's a lot more audio shows coming up now than I really thought.
Now I feel like there's been more outside of just Can Jam.
And it's hangouts, it's meetups, and like these shows have been going on a while, but I feel like they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
I think the hobby's growing.
Yeah.
I think content has a lot to do with that.
Oh yeah, dude. Everybody wants to review. Like I like even just like the amount of time people put into like when we send like, you know, review this product that you just bought, and like they'll write it and they'll be like, you know, I actually really like writing about products. Is there anything you could send us to, you know, check out and stuff like it? People like to review this stuff. There's a lot of I think potential for people to really blow up in the space, because like there's a few really big names, but there isn't like a ton of like middling people in the hobby that review. Like I feel like there is a lot of potential growth for people to be like that middle spot of like reviewers to check out, you know, like that 40, 50K.
Wouldn't you say that we're in the middle spot?
Yeah,
or would
for
you say
sure.
We're in the bottom.
Yeah, I'd say we're in the middle.
Yeah.
But think about how many 50K, you know, audio channels you watch.
There's
a
good bit.
Like there's a good bit,
there's
but
like
there's
HBB or Joshua Velour. Like
exactly. There's
big
top dogs, but there's a lot of room at the middle space, I'd say.
We gotta get there, baby.
We're trying
to the top.
Yeah, we are trying.
Bloom Pod's gonna get us there. Bloom Pod with Sage is gonna change the trajectory of our content.
Does it ever freak you out or blow your mind that like our channel now has like, I mean, 30K subs, and like, you know, you look at the all-time views list and it's like,
yeah, you know, it is a little bit crazy. I think it's also
like 2.6 million views all time.
Yeah. No, it's a little bit weird for me, especially like not to get too personal here. I guess we're getting personal on the podcast.
No, it's very
like, I think whatever flavor of neurodivergence I have a really hard time with being perceived.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
And it's just like whatever I do on camera, like there's thousands of people that are gonna watch that and that are going to whatever have a thought about that. Like a weird way he had the S at the end of that word. Like what was up with that? Like somebody's thinking that right now.
Yeah.
And then it's bothering me that somebody out there has an issue with the way like I said my S's in this video. Like you know, like that.
If I find any
what
of
an
you...
interesting thing to be worried about, because I'm worried about like my takes, like people are gonna slam me for my takes.
Well, it's
I've never thought about how people think about me. Holy crap, I'm never making a video again.
I think it's like a combination of things too. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, your takes, how you say that, how you look, how you do. It's like, it's everything.
Yeah,
man.
and there's definitely stuff out there where I'm like, oh, I wish I could take back that take or like that thing
Yeah.
I said.
Yeah.
Because it changes over time, 100%. Like I've watched some of my old videos back and been like, yeah,
I disagree.
I
with
disagree with that. Like
Or-
I've changed.
Or everyone now and then somebody will hit me with something I forgot that I said in a comment or something, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
no, maybe.
Isn't that weird when people say something that, dude, at Can Jam SoCal on the first day, as soon as the doors open, someone walked right up to me and said something that, and I don't think they're in the comments usually, and they said something that I said on the podcast, like they quoted me.
Oh, he said he could use your phone.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I was like, whoa, that's weird. It is like a weird thing. I do get I guess I do have issues with being perceived though, also because
That guy ruled though. He was so nice.
I loved him.
Yeah,
I
he's
think his
so
name was
nice.
Mark. If you're
Yeah, I
listening,
think I was gonna
shout
say
out.
Mark, yeah.
He was so
He
cool.
was
He
so
came by
nice.
both days. He was a great
he was
hang.
awesome.
But I have an issue with being perceived too because it is so fun. Again, we talk about hate comments and they are always awesome.
They're awesome.
It's not like hate comments, but it is like tricky for like, especially like stepping into like kind of like the role that like my new role, like with doing all the content and the editing, like seeing how much time, like, cause I would see like Maddie edit the videos, but I guess I never like realized like how labor intensive that was and how tedious it is to edit a video and all the chops and like how tedious B-roll is and color correcting, getting the audio right. Like it's such a long, crazy, like it takes like pretty much 2 full work days to edit one of our videos, just about Wednesday, Thursday. That's pretty much all I do now is edit the Friday video. And like, especially if you're shooting the video. So it's funny to like the video that we just put out on Friday, it's like, you just put so much time into editing the video. And someone commented, like one of the first comments was like, the jump cuts were very jarring on this video. Otherwise it was a pretty good video. It's like,
And then the
okay.
guy jumped in and agreed. That was nice.
Someone jumped in and agreed.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they're talking about. The jump cuts. We did everything the same.
I tend to agree with them.
You think my what's a jump cut?
I think he's talking about like when.
What's a jump
So you see
cut?
how I'm talking right now, and I talk like that all the time, and sometimes you'll
I cut out all your dead
condense it.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's what it's talking about, where you're kind of like you're cutting it to make me sound less.
Condense. You're trying to
You're kind of
condense,
condensed my.
You're trying to make him condensed milk.
Yeah, you're trying to make me sound more intelligent, and instead you just end up with slightly choppy cuts.
It's funny because they say lately the jump cuts have gotten excessive. It's distracting. I hope you'll consider cutting back on this. And it's funny because like they don't know that like we basically switched editors. So like that is just me. Like he's saying lately like it's 100% my fault. So it is an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Just to have like an audience and like all these people are watching and like, it's so funny. Like people are noticing that like our videos look a little different. And it's funny because I wanted to make the video on Friday like really different. Now I'm like, holy smokes.
Well,
like,
no, it's different. It's never, you gotta throw out a line. And
You just have to be better at speaking English than me, and you'll be.
yeah. Well, anyway, I think we can maybe step out of content a little bit. I want to know, Steve, what your or maybe you can let the people know. We can have a nice little discussion
Ooh.
about your desert island audiophile picks.
Desert
I was thinking-
Island audiophile picks.
You can get a headphone, an IM. Source gear is weird because like I don't want to like specify between portable or a chain. I guess I'll say one chain, whatever it may be. So it can be a DAP, it can be a chain of something. Your desert island, this is all you get to listen to for the rest of your life.
Wow.
One piece of source gear.
One piece, like I can't have a DAC
No, it
and
can
an
be
amp?
a DAC and an amp. Like
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying, like if that's like what you want to do. But I guess so. That's still the thing, right? You still have to talk about if you're going to do portable or not. So I guess one piece of source material, whether that's a dedicated chain, a DAC amp, or a DAC dongle or a DAP, and then one headphone IM. Why don't you start us off by giving your 3 picks?
Okay, so one headphone and one IEM.
Sure, you get one of each, and then you get one
One of
kind of
each.
source thing.
All right, so I think the IEM is the Fur Audio Radon 6.
Wow. I can't believe you're betraying your sweet, sweet Solaris.
I know.
Well, Radon 6.
Radon 6.
You
is
love
better. It's
Radon
better.
6.
Yeah, Radon
Why do you
6
love
is
it?
better. Why do I love it?
Yeah, what do you love about it?
I I think it's the best of both worlds. There is a little bit of a warmth to the tonality, really good bass extension,
good
really
bass.
good hard hitting bass, texture to the bass, but there's still all of the rest of the details in the sound signature, and I think that's always tough to balance. Where most IEMs, at least eventually, end up being one way or the other.
Yeah.
I also feel like it generally sounds natural. Long periods of time listening to a lot of EST or bone conduction or both, I feel like there's a sense that it sounds a little bit unnatural.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think that the way that Fur did the vented dynamic drivers or whatever,
Yep.
you get that a more natural sound out of it.
It's comfortable as heck.
Yeah,
Too.
it's also really comfortable.
Kendrick
so-
Lamar uses custom Radon 6s for touring. Well, at least he did on the
Nice.
GNX tour. I guess that tour's over now, but I found that interesting.
Yeah, no, I think they made a lot of headway with artists, which is why they haven't released
any Universal stuff.
any new
I
Universal
don't think I ever
IEMs.
realized Radon 6's driver config was dynamic BA and ESTAT.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
tribrid.
Tribrid.
Yeah,
How often do you listen to the Radon 6?
I haven't listened to it a lot recently, but
Right.
it was always one pretty heavy in rotation.
I remember
for me.
when it first
we
came
still
to
have
the
a demo?
office, it was on Steve's desk and
Yeah.
in his ears like every day.
I think
Like,
we do still have a demo of one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We might have two actually floating
Yeah.
around.
I when that first came in, I just remember being like, holy crap, like Steve loves this thing, man.
Are
Yeah.
you
It was
Radon
cool. It was
6
cool
guy?
to see. It was, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best of Fur. I wouldn't say.
I guess I'm just not a big Fur guy.
Yeah, I'm not huge, but
I can't say I've
Radon
listened
6,
to all their stuff, though. I mean, just the stuff that we have.
Radon 6 is solid.
Yeah,
People
It's
love
good.
it at Can Jam. I think we brought it to Can Jam New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah, I
People-
like.
and it was like pretty heavily in
People
rotation.
love, dude. We sold out fast. Like I remember that was
Yeah.
like the first flagship that I saw. That was like, this is taking the world by storm.
yeah.
Mhm. What about you, Maddie? IM? If we're doing IMs
Supernova.
first? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Supernova. I feel like
Supernova.
we've done your Supernova talk.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just I love its tonality. I love its technicalities. Like I just love everything about it. Super comfortable.
I'm gonna be not controversial, just based on like what my own take is. I think I'm gonna do Monarch Mark IV. I think I'm
Okay.
just thinking long term. Like
Yeah.
T Pro's great, but like I mean, I said some of my favorite IM, but if I really can only listen to one forever, I think I'm getting everything best of both worlds kind of vibe as well with the Mark IV. You get the bass switch, whatever.
Yeah.
Not the biggest difference in the world, but it's like I kind of, for the similar reasons that Steve was saying, like I do love like the punchy bass, but it's also like there's such great resolution and it's so detailed, and I love the soundstage and imaging. I'm a pretty big fan of that.
I
Set.
wish I could wear it for more than 4 hours.
Dang, you don't find it to be comfortable?
Not at all. No. I get like 3 hours max, and I'm like, all right, this is huge. And
So-
I noticed that when I was potentially going to buy it, because I was like, if I can't get more than 4 hours, like I'm not really going to go with this.
I never have an issue with the audio shells. So many people do.
I
I never have an issue with their
MK4 is
stuff.
the one that's like, this is.
It is a little bit different.
Yeah. Like I wore Valhalla for 5 hours once, and by the 5th hour, I was like, all right, this has got to go.
Dude, I'm sorry, but if you're wearing IMs for 5 hours anyway, take a break. Like your ears.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was using it for gaming, and would just be like, I was working, and then I was
Valhalla for gaming
yeah.
must be nice.
Dude, it was awesome. It was
Yeah.
insane. I was
Nice.
playing Ghost of Tsushima. I was like, this is nuts.
Oh man.
It's like the most immersive set of all time for gaming.
I wish I played games that like actually called for it.
You don't have to.
Freaking stupid Fortnite.
Okay, maybe never.
I mean,
mind.
like footstep sounds. I mean, you probably got the sounds on the visible sounds on, but
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Yeah, visible
I'd just be
sounds
using
on.
109 Pros. Yeah.
I mean, that's
Still, it's, yeah,
Good
it's
as
like a
heck,
great
yeah.
sound.
It's great. Yeah, dude, I love it. I mean, now the 109 Pros are dude, since I got the 109 Pros from Shay, I haven't used my FT1 Pros once. Isn't that sad?
I'm not surprised.
A
I
sad
mean,
moment
yeah.
for the FT1
Yeah,
Pros.
it's a bummer.
My
but
first
I mean,
headphone purchase.
Yeah,
They're great still. I'm never
Yeah,
getting
they're
rid
awesome.
of them. Maybe I'll gift them to my brother or something. I don't
oh,
know.
that'd be nice.
But all right, Steve, headphone.
Headphone.
I'm so interested.
Yeah, this is tough. I honestly, I
Headphone's
could go
really
a few different ways with the headphone. Part of me is thinking of like Hi-Fi Man. I can't think. HE1000 Unveiled.
Mm.
Part of me is thinking more towards like an Empyrean 2.
But you gotta think about what source gear you're gonna pick too.
Yeah. So I think there's also a part of me is thinking Austrian Audio Composer,
Yeah,
which is
Oh,
new. I
yeah.
haven't that doesn't have as much like time spent, but I feel like that's just such a great, like, comfortable,
Composer's
well
nice.
balanced.
Composer's nice.
So
I
good.
don't think we've talked about that on the podcast yet, right?
Me and Chin talked about it last week.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think I'm gonna say, if I'm making the choice today, I'm gonna grab the Composer.
Wow.
Nice pick.
Are we doing a review on that?
We should. It's on our list. It's just a matter of
We just
yeah,
got
we got
so
too
much.
much.
everything
going
else
on.
bumping
It's been
it out
out
of the
for a
way.
while,
Yeah.
Composer, that is a good pick.
really
I
good
love
pick.
Composer. It's too expensive for me, but it's really
Well, you're
nice.
just taking on an island. I guess you're putting on a credit card and then disappearing forever, so it's all good.
Maddie, headphone.
I'll go LCD5. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Odyssey LCD5, yeah.
I feel like I never see you listen to
I don't
LCD5.
listen to it that much anymore, but in the old office, I used to listen to it all the time.
That's
I
your
don't- We
go.
don't have a demo right now, do
No,
we?
we've always
No.
only had like open box float around. Anytime it's in the office, I make sure to listen to it. But
That's your go, huh?
yeah, I really like the LCD5. I think with EQ, it sounds
Perfect.
pretty darn close to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
for open back. I mean, it's not the most exciting. It's not the most dynamic, but in terms of accuracy and enjoyability, I
Yeah.
really like it.
Hey man, I like a lot of the Odyssey headphones.
Odyssey's
I think they
bass
do a
can
great
just
job.
scale so well, dude. It's
Yeah.
like crazy.
Yeah.
Like when I EQ headphones with bass, I'm just like, all right, it sounds fine, it sounds good, but like Odyssey's, like I remember when we got the RME 80i2 the
Oh,
first time,
yeah.
and you showed me the LCDX, and that was my first like experience with EQ in the audiophile world, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is awesome.
Yeah.
That was a really cool moment with Sage. I'll never forget that.
That's so
He's like,
cute.
Matt, you got to come over here and check this out. I was just like, holy crap,
Yeah.
this is nuts.
Wow.
But yeah, LCD5. I really enjoy
LCD5.
it. Yeah,
I'm just gonna do 109 Pro. I know it's
Yeah,
it's boring, but that is
comfortable.
so comfortable. And I'm thinking if I'm on an island and it gets cold, I'm gonna use them as earmuffs.
Yeah, it's nice.
So
It's nice.
And
I
that's
usually
my-
picture an island to be hot.
hey man, there's gotta be cold islands.
There is cold islands out
Yeah,
there.
they
I just-
always
yeah.
well, I guess
I
they
feel like
say
you- I feel like
desert
you-
island, but they always say like, oh, you're on a desert island. That means like a hot island, right?
I'm thinking more like it means deserted.
That's what I was
what
just
I think,
thinking.
yeah.
Or does it mean
yeah,
you're
say
just
like
deserted?
desert island, but they just mean like deserted
Yeah,
island.
desert island. Yeah,
I feel like also you're gonna get major temperature swings with
For sure.
like, with that. So you're gonna have to be good in the hot, good in the cold.
yeah.
I'm just hoping on this desert island, like I have a house and like air conditioning, I guess.
I wouldn't plan on it.
Where are we gonna plug in our
Oh my
source
God.
gear?
Unless you're gonna build it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where are
I
we gonna
would-
charge our dabs?
I don't do that. Oh gosh, that's
We'll use the
terrible.
sun.
Yeah, I
the
use the
power
power
of-
of the sun.
Solar powered, yeah.
All right, Sage, source gear. What are you doing?
Source gear. I've got no clue on this one. It's
I know what I'm picking.
I know, and I'm vegan.
I hope you don't pick it.
I am.
All right,
I
go
know
ahead.
I'm gonna pick my amp as the one you're thinking.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just gonna do a DAP. So
Oh, sweet. All right,
okay,
sweet.
good.
yeah. I mean, I'm
Well,
almost
now I know what you're
wondering like,
picking.
do I just want like an SP4000 with like all my music loaded up?
It's pretty
Because like, I mean, with the stuff I picked, I'm not gonna need a ton of power.
Yeah.
So like,
You
yeah,
could do a
might
DAP.
just get like an SP4000 and like call it.
Okay. Well, I was gonna pick the SP4000. So there you go.
Whoa!
Ooh,
Wow, I did not
yeah.
anticipate
That's
that.
what I
from
was
you.
gonna pick. So
Wow.
I'm gonna have to think of something else. But yeah, SP4000 is probably the best DAP of all time.
If I pick a DAC and an amp, I have a source, right? Or no?
yeah, I mean,
Okay, all right, I have a source.
Yeah,
all right,
sure,
cool.
yeah.
All right, I'm going.
we're not being strict on these picks. It was more to get Sage's.
No,
It was more to get Sage's goats.
you will
That's not how it works.
Oh, wise one. We are your descendants.
I'm going element 4 into HA2A, so I still because I need EQ on that. If I only have Supernova and LCD5, I need E EQ.
Okay, well, you know what I'm gonna do then?
I knew you were going with that. Once you pick the
Yeah.
LCD5, like I was gonna be the element.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going with D70 A70.
Okay.
That's my chain. D70 A70, and it's gonna destroy both of those headphones. Or
yeah.
but my headphone and my IMs. It'll scare up nicely, nice power. It's a little bit too much, but I think I get EQ with the D70 too, right?
Nah, D70 Pro Saber doesn't have EQ.
Really?
Yeah, you'd have to go like D.
Imagine he gets to the island. And
I,
realizes
well, when he
doesn't have
said that, when he
EQ.
said it, I was like, so that's why you get. I was like, that's interesting. But yeah, no, D70 doesn't have EQ.
just like grab the RME 80.
I'll grab the
yeah, seriously.
DX5 Mark
Mark
II
II.
as just my DAC.
Okay.
Because then I'll get EQ. No, you know what? I have cheap stuff, or I have easy to drive stuff. DX5 Mark II. That's what
yeah,
I'm picking.
and it has a ton of power. I mean, even for expensive
That's
stuff.
all you
yeah,
need.
it's stupidly powerful.
All right, I think I have the best setup.
Wow, bold.
I just do.
That's a good setup.
Yeah, it is a good setup.
Steve's driving the AG1000 unveiled with the SP4000.
That's
That's just
pretty
a crazy.
efficient.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I'm going
It's
with
just
the
a crazy
Composer.
combo.
Yeah, and you went with the yeah.
Oh,
with
you
the
went with the
Composer,
Composer.
yeah.
Both of them are pretty efficient, honestly.
Yeah, we'd be all right.
Yeah.
What do you have? I only have like 2 more things for you here. I think we've been going for about an hour.
Yeah,
Can you check the time for me real quick?
We are at 59 minutes and 7 seconds.
All right, I have a couple more things for the stage. Do you have a particular Bloom core memory? A core memory of you're the longest employee, you're employee number 1 at Bloom. So you would have the most amount of time spent to have a core memory at Bloom. I would like to know what your core memory is at Bloom Audio.
My core memory.
A happy time, a funny laugh. I don't know. What's your core memory of Bloom Audio?
Oh, what's my core memory? I don't know, dude. Like, I mean, there's lots of great memories at Bloom. I don't know what like my core like.
Bro hates Bloom.
No, I can think of like pretty early on, one of the first times Andrew and I were like kind of pissed at each other. I can remember like we talked, we had a good talk. We had a hug, like, moment.
Oh my gosh.
Or that was when it was just the two of us.
Just
The two of us.
Yeah, I guess we tried and we made it. So
wow. Core memory, arguing with
adorbs.
Andrew and a hug. And Andrew hug is rare to come by.
yeah,
So that is like he hugged me once in the office after slam dunking on me at stand up once. And I remember that.
That was
That's
really
a core
nice.
memory.
Yeah, that was
I
nice.
mean,
I remember where we were when we hugged.
It's really nice.
I feel like the other one that comes to mind is an opposite experience. It was being with Matt and Sierra and getting our flight canceled coming out of Chicago.
Yes, I was hoping you'd say that.
That was
Awesome.
just a crazy, like, that's like a life core memory, like a crazy night of like delayed, canceled.
What time was it when it got canceled?
1 a.m.
Yeah,
12?
it was like after midnight or something like that.
And that's when it got canceled.
That's when I got
It finally
canceled.
got
So
canceled.
what'd you guys do?
Well, they were going to send us back to the hotel, but we were like, we all had reasons that we needed to be back. And so we ended up rebooking a different flight going home from Midway at like 6 a.m. or something like that. And so,
So
we
you
were
toughed it
we
out
were
at the
up all
airport.
night.
We went 24 hours without
Yeah,
sleep.
we were up all night. I remember arriving at Midway and standing in security for like, I don't know how many, like, it just felt like we spent our entire lives in security lines at this point.
Yes.
And I was literally thinking, like, it's 3 a.m. We're standing in security. We've been up. We were up at 7 a.m. Did Can Jam.
Yeah, think about that.
We did Can Jam all day. We're at an airport for 5 hours. Took an Uber to another airport. I'm like, this is purgatory.
It felt like
this is literally like I died, and this is what purgatory is. Like that's what it felt like being at Chicago
and there's
Midway.
never a finish line. There's just the constant pursuit of finally getting resolution, and it's never happening.
Yeah, and we finally, when we got on that plane, like I couldn't believe it when the plane actually took off.
It was like, oh my gosh, and I fell asleep and woke up to them being like, all right, we are now ready for landing.
You skipped the whole
Slept the
flight.
ice simulator the
Yeah.
entire flight. Yeah.
Yeah, I had Campfire Orbits, and they actually both worked. Wow. It was crazy.
The
Wow.
left side
How
actually
does it feel to be the only person to have 2 working environments? That is crazy.
That was a
Yeah.
wild day, man. I was so exhausted.
Do you have any core memories with Sage? Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
I cut you off. I'm sorry. You said it was a wild day. You were so exhausted.
And I had summer blast that week. So the first day I got back and I had 2 hours to nap before summer blast, and I had to lead a team.
Who'd you lead with?
Live Crisp.
Live Crisp. Shout out.
Shout out Live
Friend
Crisp.
of
On
mine.
the, yeah, that was bonkers. I was exhausted. That was probably one of the most tired situations I've ever been in.
Yeah.
I remember
Wow.
we got back to the hotel for like
Was this 22
Yeah,
or
40
we were
23?
minutes.
initially going to rebook at our original hotel, and there was like we picked up this straggler, like this
dude,
girl who
yes.
like had no idea what she was doing,
dude, she was lost.
and we helped her
confused.
like rebook the hotel for the night, and we like shared an Uber with her and went back to our original hotel before we went back to Midway.
Yeah.
Like
We found the donuts at the hotel.
donuts. I like ate these random donuts.
Just a random box of donuts at the hotel, and Steve's like, all right, I gotta eat this. Like
It was probably someone's donuts.
No,
dude,
like,
they had been there for a little
They
bit.
had been there for a little bit. Like it was like there was only like half the box was left. It was left at a lobby table.
Yeah.
It was like
No, it was very clearly like
these were abandoned donuts.
Yeah, like this is interesting for Steve to be eating these because these could have been here for like 2 days.
Dude, that's so funny. Yeah, I've heard the horrors of that Chicago trip.
It was nuts.
Yeah,
It was nuts.
that makes me scared for Dallas in a couple weeks.
It's only ever happened at Chicago.
It's only Chicago.
It's only
Well, here's what I'll
Yeah.
say. There's a lot of room for error for me because I'm going on vacation on this upcoming Sunday. I'm going to be in Orlando all week next week, and on Friday I'm leaving the family vacation, going straight from Orlando to Dallas, flying solo.
Holy smokes.
So then we're doing Can Jam and
Good
then leaving on
luck.
Sunday. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. That's going to feel like a purgatory, like away from home kind of thing. But I don't think I've ever done it where I've flown somewhere, then flown somewhere else, then come home. I've never done like a trip like that.
Yeah.
So the fact that like, you just go to Orlando for a week and come back, or you would go to Can Jam for the weekend and come back. But this of like going to Orlando, then going from Orlando to Can Jam, then that's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. I'm kind of dreading that whole, I think it's going to be a rough one for me.
It's going to be good, though. It's going to be fun. We'll make the most of it.
Well, yeah, we'll make the most of it. Do you have any core memories with Steve at Bloom?
Yeah, I got a few. I would say
Let's
the
hear 'em.
one, this is a funny one. This is my appetizer. I've told Steve this story a million times, but I just think it's so funny. When I got hired, I was so noob. Like, it was like painfully noob. Like, I have never done a job where I'm sitting at a desk. Like, I freaked out when I found out I had a desk. I was like, holy crap, like I made it. Like, I have
made
a
it.
desk. Like,
I remember
this
that
is-
video. You remember
Yeah,
that
like,
video?
I got that. Yeah, and I was driving home, like, I got the job. I'm stoked. Like, I was so excited.
Oh, that video is so good.
I know. And I get this job, and like I'm trying to be one of them. Like they're like talking in the group chat, sending like, text out stuff. And I forget what I saw on my screen. And I took a picture of the screen with my phone and sent it in the group chat. And Steve out loud goes, "Bro, did you just take a picture of your computer screen?" And in that moment, I was just like, I am the stupidest person to walk this earth. Like, I don't belong here. I'm a noob. And Steve is like this guy that I got hired, and I'm just like, holy crap, he has all the answers. He has everything. He is the sage. He is the wise one. And for him to hit me with that, I was like, all right, I need to be serious. Like, I need to like get serious about this, or else I'm gonna be noob for the rest of my life. And I was like, dude, how do you screenshot your screen? He's like, dude, Command-Shift-4. And I'm like, all right. So like doing it, and I'm like, I know how to screenshot my screen.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know how to screenshot my screen when I started.
Well, now I see it happen. Like Marty did it to me, and I was like, dude, did you really just take a picture of your screen? Like Caleb did it and stuff. So now it's like, oh my gosh, history repeats itself. Like I
That's
am now
so
becoming sage.
I am become Sage, destroyer of worlds.
So that was a really good one. Chicago was a good one. Going out to get a drink with you and Andrew was really nice. That
Yeah.
was really nice.
Was it on
Yeah,
your
that was-
21st?
Yeah, it was my
No way.
21st, and I just remember like everybody was heading to youth camp. Like my mom was busy that day. Like I just
Yeah.
didn't have anything to do, and they were like, "We really want to take you out to Iron Hill Brewery," and we got a drink together. It was really nice.
That was really cool.
I got food poisoning the day before that actually, and that night it hit after the drink, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I feel awful." But that's a little side.
Never again.
I had Rodizio's for my birthday the night before, and it just, I guess,
Rodizio's.
it's like a steakhouse. It was like, I guess it was uncooked meat or raw or something.
It's like it's basically the same as Fogo.
It's like Walmart Fogo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know where that is. I've never even heard
It's
of it.
in it's right next to the
right
Iron
next
Hill
to where
Brewery.
Iron Hill was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, in that
which is
same
now-
exact thing.
Yeah, it's literally
in
right-
Echelon.
yeah.
Yeah, the old
Um,
Harvest used to be there too.
And then the third one, I would say just like this is a really cool one because I remember when I first started again, like I will never get to Sage's level. Like I will never
No, we never will.
amount to this.
No.
And I remember at one stand up, Steve was like, he said something along the lines of like, Matt has a lot of product knowledge, like pretty much even surpassing my level. And he was being very humble there because that's not true. But when he said that, I was like, it gave me shivers. I was like,
You tried to keep it cool, I know.
Yeah, I was like, and I remember Sierra looking at me and being like, "Oh my gosh, look at you, Matt." And I was like, "This is the best day of my life. So this is really nice."
when
And
you
it was just like
realized
a
your
random-
goat knows you.
Yeah, it was like just like a random thing that Steve said. He probably doesn't remember, but I was just like, "Wow, this is awesome." It was a really nice moment.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so much fun.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Steve memory is it's recent, but at Can Jam SoCal when we walked back from
That was nice.
Karaoke.
Walk
Steve.
back from karaoke. That was crazy.
That was so fun.
it was so much. It was fun, like with obviously like you and Marty too.
Yeah.
But Steve was like, it was like open mic night. I think it was just
He was
like
killing,
we were all so tired. We were tired.
exhausted.
We were exhausted, tired after the first day of Can Jam. we had a couple of drinks and just a long walk back from like Duck Book was like, oh, it's walkable from the hotel. We took it too seriously. It was like 2 miles, dude.
Yeah.
It was a long walk back, but I don't know. It was something about Steve's energy that night of like this long walk.
Dude,
He
fun.
was killing.
Yeah.
It was open mic night, and I thought that was like I think a Steve, but it also felt very much like in that moment it was funny too. Like he felt like Big Kitty. I don't know how to describe it.
He was
It
our leader.
like-
And he felt like dad. Like it was
yeah,
like,
it
I'm
did
chilling
kind of
with
feel like
I'm chilling.
like
with
Steve
my dad.
never feels like that, but for some reason on that walk back, because I think Steve had the GPS and it
Yep.
was like, okay, that's dad. Like
That's dad.
like
He's like, I'm gonna get you guys home. I
he
will
is
keep you
getting us.
protected."
Yeah, he is getting us there.
That was such
Remember
a
when we
fun
walked
night.
down that hill and it was like you all thought I was gonna fall.
I was kind of waiting for it.
Why did we walk down that hill?
It was like a cut through, and I remember
We literally saved like 30 seconds of walking.
yeah.
down the hill.
And
to walk down it was steep.
well,
it
and
was
then
like
Steve was like, "Dude, it's not that steep," and I was like, "Yeah, it's not." So then we all booked it down. I was kind of waiting for somebody to eat it, and I thought it was gonna be you because you went last.
well, I went last. I was nervous to go on the hill, but also I was wearing Birks. I was wearing like clogs and. Dude, remember my leg? How screwed up it was
dude,
at
that's
Can
why
Jam?
I kind of wanted
So
to see
my
it
leg
happen.
was so screwed up that like I wasn't limping, but I was like
You were jacked up, dude.
I was so jacked up. I had like a scratch, like a wound on my leg for all of Can Jam SoCal. I had like literally an open wound basically. So I was just like, and like that was it was so steep that like once you start walking down, you had to commit. You had to commit to like basically running and taking like long.
Yeah.
I can't believe I made it, and I made it, and like you all looked kind of bummed.
I
remember, I'm like, you all wanted me.
Matt's got the phone out, like, come on.
Yeah, literally. But
Oh man.
I think that's my Steve core memory. I think we're definitely over an hour now. I just wanted to close with this of any like people have been like it's crazy to think like there's people that have been watching your videos now for like 5 years. Like
That's a
you
little
got
crazy.
fan
That's
like
a little crazy.
like me and Matt, like people came up to us at Can Jam. People come up to Matt a lot. Like he's got the big personality and like people love Matt. But like people come up to you at Can Jam.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times you get noticed more than Matt or I would at SoCal like 5 times over.
Yeah.
So I guess for the people, for the Wise Sage fans that don't even know he's the Wise Sage, I just want to talk a little Wise Sage outside of Bloom, outside of audio, your hobbies, personal interests. We can wrap up with this. What have you been into recently? Or we can do music taste.
Yeah.
We can do top 4 movies. We can do sports. I know you're a little bit of a sports junkie. Like you're a man of many talent and many hobby.
Who are you?
Yeah, I mean,
Steve?
outside of Bloom, like, I've spent a lot of time with my kids.
Oh yeah, you have 3 boys.
3 boys, yeah. I coach kind of on and off between soccer, and basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I help out with baseball sometimes, but baseball was never like one of my core sports, so I'm just not as
Yeah.
like baseball. I can throw a pitch. I can't like get somebody the finer points of like when to step in their swing.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
You
Like,
can't tell them what they're doing wrong.
Right, yeah. So
Yeah,
you know, I do that.
coach.
That's a lot of times after work. I'm going straight to soccer practice or basketball
man.
practice or something
Family
like that.
Yeah, of course.
I play guitar. I play for fun.
You play everything.
Yeah, I play everything. I play guitar, drums, bass, keys. I've dabbled on like violin a little bit, just trying to teach myself.
I did not know that.
Wise one.
So, you know, I've always worked on composition. I haven't played in a serious band in about 10 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I do that. A lot of times I just play for fun, try to learn songs with my kids.
Yeah.
Because my kids all play too. And then, you know, like other stuff, I play sports myself.
You just were in a basketball league.
I was in a basketball
You're
league
on the
over
free
this
agent
summer.
team.
Yeah, the free agent team. That was wild.
Playing Monday nights together at the Philippines.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I do a lot. I keep busy.
Yeah.
I do like for my church, I do like the youth group,
Yeah.
junior high and high school. That's just all like volunteer, like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Again,
You
I've
lead that
done it.
team, right?
Yeah, I
So
lead
you're
that.
like you're the point person. You have a team of like I guess
I'm
other
like
young
the,
adults.
Yeah, I'm like the youth director or whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that organizes
That's sick.
everything and stuff like that.
You do
So
worship at your church every week, right?
pretty much every week. Again, yeah, playing guitar, keys, drums, bass,
Whatever's
something,
needed.
singing. Yeah, so the whole range of
The whole
it. So,
shebang.
yeah.
That's sick, man. Family man, church man, avid audiophile.
Dude.
The
He
wise
does
one.
it all. He does everything, man.
He's the wise one on
Yep.
his mountain.
Of course.
Do the why Sage jokes
I feel like
make
I
you
don't
uncomfortable?
A little bit.
Yeah, I do.
I also feel like I just like the mountain thing. I feel like I'm not like on the mountain. But,
Well,
you know.
you have the beard and you have the long hair, and you're wearing a wizard costume.
the right
It's
now.
perfect.
Like I can see you like cross legs, like hands, like you're meditating on.
Again,
like,
can we get this like in After Effects? Can I just
Levitate out.
through the ceiling?
we can
like-
have some fun with this thumbnail.
Yeah.
We'll think
Oh,
of
yeah,
something
for sure.
I will definitely think of something. But that's it. Is there anything you want to sign off with, Sage, for the great people of Bloom Pod?
the great people of Bloom Pod. I'm not good at this off the cuff sometimes. Like, you
That's
know.
okay. I think you did great. I think it was very natural.
Well, I mean, he's been
more
behind
so
the
like,
camera
I
a few
gotta come up
times.
with a catchphrase for the people,
Yeah.
the good people of Bloom Pod land.
Just 3 guys doing a podcast.
Just 3 guys doing a podcast. Just 2 guys in a monk costume and a wizard.
and a wizard.
Yeah.
If we are his people. I don't know
We're
if
his
anyone caught
descendants.
that. We're the descendants of Sage. I also got a bald cap, but mine didn't. It didn't look good.
Yeah, it
really
was
bad.
rough.
It was
Yeah,
really
rough.
bad.
I think we had to do a little bit of makeup effects to get that to work.
Ooh, I could make myself bald for the thumbnail.
You could do that.
I'm gonna make us bald for the thumbnail.
Well, you
He's
got
already-
shiny.
You are really happy with your costume.
I love it.
All
I'm
right.
stoked.
Are we wearing these the rest of the day?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should definitely wear that for giving out candy on Halloween.
Hey, kids. Here you guys go.
I think for Halloween,
What?
none of you guys even saw One Battle After Another, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna be Leo's character with the beanie and like you've seen pictures of him in the beanie and the crazy sunglasses and like the long like
I-
robe. You guys haven't even
Dude,
seen
I'm
it.
not.
I've seen the trailers.
so
Yeah,
out of it.
I know what you're talking about.
You have seen One
it's
Battle After
basically just
Another.
kind of like Jake Core, though.
It's kind of
Alright,
like
makes
if
sense.
I like 20 years from now like was just a deadbeat basically is like kind of what it is.
You're not deadbeat now?
I don't think so. I mean, my hair's shorter now. Like I've
Yeah,
cleaned
no,
it up.
no,
I've
yeah.
cleaned it up.
Yeah, you have.
My buds days.
Deadbeat.
My buds days were deadbeat.
We were all
Meeting Andrew at
deadbeat, yeah.
Chipotle when I came straight from work, sweaty, smelly, disgusting,
Homeless.
like stained everything, neck beard to the freaking chest hair.
Yeah.
Just the long hair to my shoulders.
Yep.
Meeting up with Andrew, like I will literally work for you in any capacity.
We'll do this
Oh,
for
man.
free.
All right, well, Sage, we got to wrap this up. I'm starving.
I'm hungry too.
Sage, thank you. I know we'll have you on again. Well, I
Yeah.
think we'll have him on again by the end of the year. We'll do it.
Probably.
We'll have some
Christmas
sort of
special.
roundtable, Christmas special. But it had to be you. The Halloween episode.
it
It had to be you. We had to dress up.
Yeah.
It was kind of perfect. So
Yeah, no, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
So.
it was fun. Matt, you have anything you want to say to the people, or are we going to sign
No,
off?
I'm good, man.
All right, baby. Everybody, 3, 2, 1.
Peace,
noobs.
That was awesome.